coming at you from my hotel room in Orlando, Florida, where I'm going to be the keynote speaker at an amazing conference, by the way. Don't worry, this will all get transformed. It'll be magical. If you're listening to me right now, chances are you have the option to go to a store where fresh produce is available to you, even to the point that you might have 3 or 4, sometimes 5, 6, 7 different apples you can choose from. And we're stressed about this? By the time you see this video, I will have chosen, but talk about not getting stressed. I have an outfit to choose for today. I brought 2 and I can't decide. So I'm going to show you what they are. Let's see which one I choose. So I brought, this is like my birthday shirt. I love it. I don't know if you can see. There's like little gold flecks in it. It's so pretty and it's really light, right? And then over here, you guys, this is a classic. This is one of my Ted Baker dresses, and I love it. It travels well. It's beautiful. It's super comfy. And of course, we have the shoes, right? Are you kidding me? Like, do you see the purple and the red shoes? Come on, man. And then over here, we have just some nice, beautiful, like classic, a little bit more sassy. Oh boy. I'll keep you posted. Stay tuned. I promise I'll show you the final too, so you're not scared that I go on stage like this. See? Don't stress yourself out about stuff you don't need to be stressed out about. So hey, here's the deal. I know people are stressed. I really want to take a minute today to talk to you about stress. So here's the thing. Stress is subjective and it's made up. When I say made up, I don't mean you're imagining it. I don't mean that. I mean, we are actively designing it as we go on through our days. And so I would like to play a game with all of us. And the game I want to play around stress is this. Can you actually declare that you're going to stress less? Can you do that? I know it sounds crazy. You're like, no, I'm totally stressed. Are you though? I'm so mean. Are you actually stressed, or have you trained yourself to have that stress response to specific things that happen in your life? And here's the thing with that. Like, I want you to look at this idea that, are you stressed out running around your town getting groceries? Seriously, are you stressed out because you are going to the grocery store? And just to reframe that for a second, because stress is subjective, right? And we make it up as we go along. If you're listening to me right now, chances are you have the option to go to a store where fresh produce is available to you, even to the point that you might have 3 or 4, sometimes 5, 6, 7 different apples you can choose from. And we're stressed about this? We allow ourselves to be stressed about things. I think a lot of the times it makes us feel better. It makes us feel important. I think I definitely see that along the East Coast. You know, I love to travel all over the States, and the East Coast is very proud of how stressed they are. The West Coast is very proud about how beautiful they are. And in the middle, it's really about family. I'm totally generalizing, I know, but I've noticed these things. And so what we can see is the stress level is subjective. Also, what we're stressed about is subjective, right? Aging on the West Coast, stressful. Not being busy on the East Coast, stressful, right? You got to watch that. I just understand, like, wait a minute. Am I going to choose to be stressed about this? Wait a second. I don't think I want to. Here's another example, is if we were to take a high-powered CEO of a really successful, maybe billion-dollar company, and what stresses that individual out? A revenue stream drops, insubordination, employee retention, and then we'll take a kindergarten teacher. A kid has an accident in class. The lesson plan isn't working. Parents are upset. You can see those are both inside those worlds. Those are actually, like, you get, those are legitimate stresses. And I'm going to say something that I truly believe. Neither one is more important than the other. And if we were to put those two in each other's jobs, they'd freak the out. They would just go nuts. They'd be like, I can't do this job. Oh my God. And that's because stress is subjective. And it really is based on how we grow ourselves to face the current situation. Doesn't mean we'll never be stressed, but I truly believe we also have the ability inside each moment to not be as stressed out. We really do. Like, hey, this huge thing's coming at me. Do I trust myself to figure this out? And if you can put yourself back into that moment, I don't want to be this stressed out. I'm just going to handle this. I can handle this and not put the stress on top of myself. It might be hard. It might be challenging, but I don't have to add stress on top of myself. And the reason I'm talking about this week is there's enough going on in the world that's dumping on us all right now. Like, there's a lot of pressures, a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas, a lot of catastrophes. It's like, oh my gosh, it's already a lot coming at us. We don't need to attack ourselves further by adding stress. And listen, if you're feeling really stressed right now or something's really bothering you, just take a second, write it out and say, okay, what's the worst case scenario and how would I handle it? Okay, then what's the worst case scenario after that and how would I handle it? And what you'll see is you can actually start to eliminate the stress because you will be capable enough to handle it. But here you go. So I chose the dress. I know. Can we talk about the shoes though? Seriously. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, now right now I could go out there and get stressed, right? Like, oh my gosh. But mostly I feel excited and mostly I feel very lucky and incredibly grateful that this is my life and this is what I get to do. But listen, here's the deal. This week, let's make a pact, okay? You and me, less stress, more joy. Yeah? We have some control over it. All right, I'll see you next week.